Hey guys, just really quick thing, really quick. I bought Blink-182 tickets like last week. All right, like I'm on your side. I am on your side. So there is a plague that is sweeping the online drummer, influencer, social media musician industry. And that is the Travis Barker plague. The Travis Barkerification of online drummers. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, you're certainly not a drummer, but Travis Barker is the drummer for Blink-182, and he's probably the only drummer that normal people could name. And I just see so many clones of Travis online. So many clones. It's not even necessarily like what they're doing. I mean, kind of what they're doing, but mostly like what they look like. For reference, here is Travis. Mostly shirtless, mostly having bad technique. That's the thing with social media, right? Like, you have to be flashy, because if you're boring, no one's gonna watch your videos. That's like this added pressure of being an online drummer, especially. If you go to a show, no one's really going to be paying attention to the drummer, I'm just going to be honest, and you have other members with you to help kind of boost the attention, kind of like boost the show, you know. When you're an online drummer, it's just you. Internet moves so quickly. You have about a nanosecond to prove that you're worth watching, or they're just going to keep scrolling. A lot of drummers try to be flashy in an attempt to look cool on social media. And I think a lot of that is kind of Travis Barker. He's a really influential drummer, he's in a really big band, he's fun to watch even though the technique is terrible. I don't know how many times I gotta say that in this video. His technique is terrible. But he's fun to watch, you know? So I think a lot of drummers take from him because it worked for him. You know, I can't really say much because my favorite drummer also is a Travis Barker clone, and that is Josh Dun from 21 Pilots. Okay, so there was a rumor on Twitter a while ago that Blink-182 and 21 Pilots were going to tour together, and the clique, 21 Pilots' fans, absolutely lost their mind. And they are going to absolutely lose their minds further when I get on here and tell them that their drummer is just Travis Barker. I mean, look at them. Down to the backwards hat and the shirtless action. And, you know, Josh doesn't really deny it. He's a Blink-182 fan, and that definitely comes across in his performances. Not only does he look like Travis, he is playing very Travis-esque things. But at this point, I don't really know if the drummers know that they're Travis Barker clones, you know? Because the internet loves trends, right? So I'm not sure if everyone is just inspired by Travis Barker, which is, you know, a possible thing, because like I said, a lot of people enjoy him, me included, all right? I'm kind of trashing his technique, but I do like Travis, all right? Also like Josh, he's my favorite dude. Yeah, I don't know if people realize that they're kind of stemming from this one guy, or they're all just kind of following each other's leads, right? I think that's the issue. I think that's what's keeping the Travis Barker plague alive, because you know, people here's my psychology degree coming in here, but people replicate what they see, right? So if you're trying to be an online drummer and you see all of these people with a certain style and certain technique, you are probably going to play like them, thus continuing the plague. But here's the part of the video where I get into some little commentary. Now, I know that the internet sort of likes conformity. Like, there's certain trends that just work. It doesn't really matter what kind of content you're creating, even in music. There's kind of like a uniform way to produce content that just kind of works. Sure, it changes a lot, but you know, there's a lot of people doing the exact same thing, and TikTok has definitely made that significantly worse. But as a musician, this is kind of disheartening in a way, and here's where I get a little hippy-dippy on you. The thing about music is that everyone is unique and everyone is different. You can have 100 musicians play the exact same song, and all 100 of them are going to be a little tiny different because they are human. And that is the beauty of music. So to see that these drummers are just basically cloning themselves over and over again in an attempt to get internet clicks is kind of sad. And listen, I have no room to judge. Okay, absolutely no room to judge. I got my start on the internet as being an absolute clone of somebody else. So I think from that experience, I can tell you that kind of pulling away from the common trends and trying to figure out who you are is so much better, and you're so much more proud of yourself and your accomplishments and what you do, rather than always trying to be someone else. Now, I understand that some drummers are just going to be similar, whether they're trying to consciously copy each other or not, but there's too many. There are too many Travis Barkerifications of drummers, alright? And someone needs to speak up about it. Like, I understand, okay? The really cool thing about music is that everyone is different, but everyone is a mashup of all of their favorite artists, okay? And that's really cool to kind of see this, like, Frankenstein of what people listen to and what resonates with people and how they kind of make it their own. I think that's really cool. That's the key there, making it your own. So there's my little challenge to my fellow online drummers. Try to find who you are. We already know who Travis Barker is, alright? We already know who Josh Dunn is. I'm for the world to find out who you are, you know? That's like very cheesy and cliche, but it's true. I'm just kind of waiting for someone to bust in and switch up the game. But yeah, every online drummer that you know is a Travis Barker clone. Really all I have to say on this. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. This is Gigi, by the way. Gigi, do you have anything to say to your adoring fans?
Huh?